It had been months since I walked out. I didn't say goodbye. I didn't leave a note. I didn't even want to see her one last time. The woman I loved, the woman I married, had betrayed me in a way I couldn't even wrap my mind around. The day I found out about the affair, I left, and I stayed gone. But now here I was, standing in front of her. She had come looking for me. I hadn't expected it. I didn't want to see her. And yet, here she was, pleading for forgiveness. But why? Was it love or regret? The discovery wasn't sudden. It wasn't like I walked in on them in some dramatic moment. No, it was the small signs, the little things I brushed off over the years. Her distant eyes, her late nights at the office, the phone that always seemed to be on silent. But one night, I came across a message, one I couldn't ignore. The words on the screen hit me like a slap to the face. I knew in that instant that everything was about to change. I didn't confront her. I didn't scream. I didn't demand answers. I just left. It was the only thing I could do. There was no point in speaking, no point in trying to understand her reasons, because when someone betrays you like that, it's not about understanding. It's about accepting that they've chosen something else over you. The days following my departure were a blur. I didn't want to deal with anyone or anything. My friends tried to reach out. My family told me I needed to get out and do something. But I couldn't. The hurt was deep. I didn't want to admit it, but it was suffocating. I moved to a small apartment far from the life I knew and tried to rebuild what little sense of peace I had left. I kept to myself, threw myself into work, and avoided all the things that reminded me of her. But the nights were the hardest. That was when the silence was the loudest. Every empty space in my apartment felt like a reflection of the void she had left. There were moments when I missed her, when I wondered if she was hurting as much as I was. But I quickly reminded myself that she had made her choice. She had crossed a line, and there was no going back. One afternoon, about 6 months later, I received a message. I wasn't expecting it. Her name popped up on my phone, and I froze. For a split second, I considered ignoring it, blocking her out of my life entirely. But I didn't. Curiosity won out. The message was simple: we need to talk. I stared at the screen, feeling a strange mix of anger, confusion, and disbelief. What did she want now? After everything? After I left without a word? Why was she reaching out? Was it guilt? Was it regret? I debated for a long time before responding. I wasn't sure if I even wanted to meet her. Part of me wanted to tell her off, to make her feel the weight of her betrayal. But another part of me, one I didn't want to admit existed, was hoping she had changed, that she realized what she had lost, that maybe, just maybe, we could find our way back to each other. I told her to meet me at the cafe we used to go to, one of the few places I knew I could sit and not be overwhelmed by memories. She arrived early, sitting at the table in the back corner, staring down at her hands. She looked exactly the same, yet completely different. Her hair was shorter now, and there were subtle signs of exhaustion under her eyes. It was like she had aged 5 years in the time we'd been apart. When she saw me, her eyes filled with something, grief, maybe, or maybe just the weight of everything she had lost. "Thank you for meeting me," she said softly, her voice barely above a whisper. I didn't say anything at first. I just sat there, looking at her. I had spent months wondering what I would say if I ever saw her again, but now all the words I thought I had were gone. I wanted to shout at her, to demand an explanation, but I couldn't find my voice. She spoke again, this time with a tremble in her voice. "I've missed you. I know what I did was wrong, but I need you to know I was stupid. I was lost, and I regret everything." I wanted to believe her. I wanted to believe that the woman sitting in front of me, vulnerable and broken, was the same woman I once loved. But the truth was, she wasn't. "I never meant for it to happen," she continued, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. "I thought I could handle it, that I could keep both of you in my life. But when I lost you, when you left, I realized just how much you meant to me." I swallowed hard, my heart pounding in my chest. This wasn't the apology I wanted. It wasn't enough. I wanted more than words. I wanted honesty. I wanted the truth. "So what is this?" I asked, my voice steady but cold. Is this about you wanting me back, or is it about you realizing that you lost your safety net? Her face fell, and for the first time, I saw a glimpse of the truth in her eyes. It's not just that, she said quickly. I really miss you. I miss everything we had. I've thought about it every single day. I didn't know how to fix what I broke. But there was the unspoken truth. She didn't miss me. She missed the way I made her feel. She missed the security I provided, the life she thought she had with me. But it wasn't love. It was regret. I sat there, staring at her, and the pieces finally clicked into place. It wasn't love that brought her here. It was the fact that her new life hadn't turned out the way she expected. She didn't come back because she realized she couldn't live without me. She came back because her backup plan had failed, and now she wanted to make sure I was still an option. And that's when I knew I couldn't go back. Not now. Not ever. I stood up, feeling a finality wash over me. I think you should go. She didn't argue. She didn't try to convince me otherwise. She just nodded, her face a mask of disappointment and regret. She left that day, and I stayed behind, letting her go. As I walked away from the cafe, a sense of clarity flooded over me. I had done the right thing. Forgiving her didn't mean going back to what we had. It didn't mean pretending everything was okay. It meant accepting the reality of the situation and realizing that if she truly loved me, she would have never risked losing me in the first place. If you're waiting for someone to realize what they lost, stop. If they ever come back, just remember, they don't miss you. They miss the way you made them feel. And that's not love. That's regret.